Errand of Mercy, Star Trek Original Series, Season 1, The Klingons. Oh my god, here we go. I'm going to review this using my space system, story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2, so 2 is the best you can get in any category. I'm comparing Star Trek to itself. I'm not comparing Star Trek to Army of Darkness, Star Trek to Wonder Woman, or, to Star Wars, nothing like that. I'm comparing it to itself, so that's how the rating system works, because Star Trek's my second favorite TV show of all time. I love it. I'm going to give the storyline a 1.5. I like the storyline here. It's cool. It checks my first box, which is they land on a new world with alien creatures that we don't know what's going on. That's always cool. We learn about the aliens. Now they get there, and they're all a bunch of pacifists. They're losers. And the Klingons are coming, and Kirk's like, the Klingons are coming. They're going to just kill everybody here and take over. We don't care. They're like so relaxed. They're drinking their little tequilas or they're drinking their little margaritas, and that's okay. No worry, we're good. No. You don't understand. Like, the Klingons are coming. They're going to like destroy everything. That's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll get to the characters momentarily, but that's kind of the story. You're like, what's going on? So I couldn't give it a full score of 2 because other than that concept, there really isn't much else going on. The reason I would normally just give this a 1 because the story was okay. I'm giving it 1.5 because I was very invested into what was going on. Like, I started to think and I've seen this episode a few times, and I started to think yeah, what's wrong with you guys? Like come on, do something, and it kind of got me. And it was funny too because I've seen this one 4 or 5 times now, and it still kind of got me do something. Of course, you find out the whole thing behind it, and then you're like, okay, it makes sense. It makes sense when you watch it, a second time, right? But it still got me a bit riled up. So I like the storyline here. For pacing, I'll also give it a 1.5. It's not boring or anything like that. It could have been a little bit tighter with a couple of things. A lot of it boils down to the Klingon saying, "Oh, we should do this," or "I hate you," or "I like you," or "I respect you," and then Kirk, fighting back, and then him going back. It gets a little bit repetitive. So I'm going to ding it a little bit on the pacing. I personally am not bored because I was more invested into what was going on, but I do see that this is probably not the best paced one, but I still really like it. For the artistry, I'll give it a 1.5. They do have a new world, and they tried to do what they could. There's not really a heck of a lot of locations, but what we do see does look really cool. So I appreciate that. For the characters, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 2. I love all the characters here. The Klingon guy is awesome. Obviously, Kirk and Spock are awesome. I actually like the aliens here because I love this. They're just always smiling, and they're just so passive about everything. They don't care, but they're all powerful. That's kind of fun. And it's fun to see them just say, no, we're stopping the war. You can't do that. And then Kirk's getting all pissed off, you got to let us go to war. And he's like, you really want me you're arguing for war? And Kirk's kind of like, oh yeah, that's kind of weird. So I actually like the characters here, so I'm giving it the full score. I know the aliens are a bit pesky, but they're kind of fun to me, and I thought they were hilarious, where they're just yeah, we don't care. They're just so relaxed, they just don't care. So, and then the overall enjoyment factor, I'll give it a 1.5. I like this one. It's not one of my favorites. I'm not dying over it. I think it's a pretty good one. I'm being a little easy on it because I actually really like this concept of these aliens just being so relaxed about everything. Oh, they're gonna kill us. They're gonna kill us. Well, they executed 200 of your people. I thought that was hilarious. So overall score, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I liked it. It's probably more like a 7 out of 10, but I'm just a bit of a sucker for this one. I thought it was kind of neat and fun, and I had fun watching it. So that's all there is. If you want more in-depth reviews, check out my friend Clobberin Time's channel. He does a Saturday Night Star Trek every Saturday. They really go through these episodes, fine-tooth comb, and find all the critiques about them. So check that out. If you like my space system, like the video. That's it, everybody. Thanks for watching. Until next time.